Hey everyone, welcome back. Just try this question. So this question says that determine the magnitudes of the component of force F which is equal to 600 Newton acting along and perpendicular to the segment D of the pipe assembly. So in this question we are going to find out the parallel component of force F which is acting along the pipe segment DE and as well as the perpendicular component of force F. Now, for finding out the parallel and perpendicular component of forces, firstly, we have to know about the locations of every single point present in our diagram. And after that, by the help of those locations, we easily find it out the position vectors. And by the help of position vectors, we easily convert the magnitude form of force into the Cartesian form. So without any delay, let's start. So our first step is to write down the locations of every single point present in our diagram. So let's talk about the point A first. So point A, it is basically lie on the origin. So it's mean that there is no x, y and z value present in point A. So the location of point A can be written as 0, 0, 0 meter. This is the location of point A. Now, what about the location of point B? So point B, it is basically lie on the y-axis only. It's mean that there is only one value present in point B. And if you see this distance right here, this 2 meter distance, this distance, it is basically indicated on the right hand side. So that's why it is nothing but the positive y value present in point B. So the location of point B can also be written as b bracket 0 comma positive 2 comma 0 comma meter. This is nothing but the location of point B. Now what about the location of point C? So point C, it is nothing but lying on the space. So it's mean that there is value of x, y and z present in point C. So if you consider this distance right here, this 2 meter distance, it is indicating out of the screen. So it is nothing but the positive x value present in point C. And if you see this distance right here, this 2 meter distance, it is indicating on the right hand side. So it is nothing but the positive y value present in point C. And again, if you see this distance right here, the purple one, this 2 meter distance, it is indicating vertically downward. So it is nothing but the negative z value present in point C. So the location of point C can be written as 2, 2, negative 2 meter. This is nothing but the location of point C. Now, what about the location of point D? Again, point D, it is nothing but the siblings of point C. But there is only one change. And I tell you. Now, the point D, it is nothing but 2 meter away from point C. And point C, it is nothing but 2 meter away from the origin. So the point D, it is nothing but 4 meter away from the origin. And this 4 meter distance, it is indicating out of the C. So it is nothing but the positive x value present in point D. Again, and same as always, this 2 meter distance, it is indicating on the right hand side. So it is nothing but the positive y value present in point D. And lastly, this 2 meter distance right here, it is indicating vertically downward. So it is nothing but the negative z value present in point D. So the location of point D can be written as d bracket 4 2 negative 2 meter. This is nothing but the location of point D. Again, the last point, that is point D. So the point D, it is nothing but the 2 meter away from point C. And point C, it is nothing but again 2 meter away from the origin. So the E point, it is nothing but 4 meter away from the origin and it is indicating out of the screen. So it is nothing but the positive x value present in point E. And what about the y value? So this 2 meter distance, this one, the blue one, so point B, it is 2 meter away from the origin. And if you see this distance, this 3 meter, so this 3 meter distance, it tells us that the point E is 3 meter away from point B. So the point E, it is nothing but 5 meter away from the origin. So the y value present in point E, it is nothing but the 5 meter and it is indicating on the right hand side. So it is nothing but the positive y value present in point E. And lastly, this 2 meter distance right here, again, it is acting vertically downward. So it is nothing but the negative z value present in point E. So the location of point E can be written as 4 5 negative 2 meter. Now, our first step is completed. That is, we wrote down the locations of every single point present in our diagram. And by the help of those locations, we easily find it out the position vectors. So without any delay, let's start. Now, for finding out the position vectors, if you see the diagram, so the head of the 600 Newton force is directed towards the point B. It means that the point B, it is nothing but the final point and point A, it is nothing but the initial point. So the position vector of these 2 points can be written as REB, which is equal to the RB minus RE, because the B point, it is nothing but the final point, and E point, it is nothing but the initial point. So the location of B point, it is nothing but the 2j cap, and the location of E point, it is nothing but the negative 4i cap with negative 5j cap with positive 2k cap. Now add positive 2j cap with negative 5j cap, so it is equal to the negative 3j cap. So rearrange the position vector of REB, so it is nothing but the REB position vector, which is equal to negative 4i cap with negative 3j cap with positive 2k cap, and don't forget to write down the unit here, and it is nothing but the meter. Now what about its magnitude? For the magnitude, we have the formula, that is REB magnitude, which is equal to under root x square plus y square plus z square. X is nothing but the 4, and y is nothing but the 3, and z is nothing but the 2. And don't forget to the negative sign here, because the square above this number will convert automatically negative sign into the positive sign. So grab the calculator, put the values into it, and solve it for the magnitude of the REB. So the magnitude of the REB, it is nothing but the 5.38 meter. Now we successfully find out the first position vector here, but what about the another position vector? Let's find it out. Now let's find out the another position vector. So if you see the question statement, the question demands us that you are going to find out the parallel component of force F which acting along the DE segment. So by reading this, we figure it out that E point, it is the final point, and D point, it is nothing but the initial point. But look at the diagram. So if you see the diagram, so this is nothing but the 600 Newton force. And if I take that particular component of this force which acting along the DE segment, so it may look like this. The red one, it is nothing but the parallel component of force F which acting along the DE segment. And by the help of diagram, we know that the head of the parallel component of force acting along the DE segment, and the head of this force is directed towards the point D. So it's mean that the point D, it is nothing but the final point, and point D, it is nothing but the initial point. So the position vector of this point can be written as RED, which is equal to the RD minus RE instead of the RDE. I hope you clear. And if you have any question regarding this step and regarding my any video, just comment me down on this video, and inshallah I will reply you soon. So the location of D point, it is nothing but the 4i cap with positive 2j cap with negative 2k cap, and the location of E point, it is nothing but the negative 4i cap with negative 5j cap with positive 2k cap. Now add 4i cap with negative 4i cap, so it is equal to 0 I cap, and add 2j cap with negative 5j cap, so it is equal to the negative 3j cap. And lastly, add negative 2k cap with positive 2k cap, so it is equal to 0. So the position vector of RED, it is nothing but the negative 3j cap meter. And what about its magnitude? For the magnitude, we know that RED magnitude, just remove the j cap here and negative sign here, because the magnitude of any physical quantity, it is nothing but the positive number, so that's why. So the RED magnitude, it is nothing but the 3 meter. Now we successfully find out the position vectors by the help of those locations, and by the help of these position vectors we are going to our final step, that is finding out the parallel and perpendicular component of force. Now so without any delay, let's start. Now by the help of these position vectors, we easily convert the magnitude form of force into the Cartesian form. Now let's convert the 600 Newton force into the Cartesian form. So we know that vectorial form of force F, which is equal to the magnitude form of force F into the unit vector, and this is the unit vector where the actually force is acting. So this 600 Newton, it is acting along the RAB position vector. So it is nothing but the UEB unit vector. Now, the magnitude form of force F, it is nothing but the 600 into the position vector of REB, and it has the value of negative 4i cap with negative 3j cap with positive 2k cap divided by the REB position vector magnitude. So it is nothing but the 5.38. Now, multiply 600 with negative 4i and divided by 5.38. So it gives us a result of 446.09 I cap. Again, 600 into negative 3 and divided by 5.38. Oops, I'm so sorry, I forgot the negative sign here. So it is nothing but the negative 446.09 I cap. And again 600 into negative 3 j cap and divided by 5.38. So it is equal to negative 334.57 j cap. And lastly 600 into positive 2 k cap and divided by 5.38. So it gives us a result of positive 223.04 k cap Newton. This is nothing but the Cartesian form of force F. Now, if I am interested to find out the parallel component of force F which acting along the DE segment, so I'm going to take the dot product of this. And we know that the vectorial form of original force F take the dot product of that particular force into the unit vector. Again, and it gives us the parallel component of force F which acting along the DE segment. And the unit vector in this case, it is nothing but the ED. And the unit vector of ED, it is nothing but the position vector of ED divided by its magnitude. So let's start the multiplication. So we know that the Cartesian form of force F, which is equal to the negative 446.09 I cap with negative 334.57 j cap with positive 223.04 k cap into the RED position vector. It is nothing but the negative 3 j cap divided by its magnitudes, that is 3. Now, simply multiply negative 334.57 j cap with negative 3 j cap and divided by 3. So it is equal to the 334.57 Newton. This is the parallel component of force F which acting along the DE segment. Now, our first step is completed and our second step is to find out the perpendicular component of this force. So without any delay, let's start, and I want you to write down this stuff on your notes. Now, so we know that if we have the parallel component of force F and the original force F, so by the help of these two values, we easily find it out the perpendicular component of force F, and we have the formula for calculating it. So we know that the perpendicular component of force F magnitude square with positive the F parallel square, which is equal to the magnitude form of force F square. So shift F parallel square to the opposite side. So it is equal to, and take the root. So it is nothing but the F perpendicular, which is equal to the magnitude form of force F square with negative the F parallel square. Now put the values into it. So the value of F, it is nothing but the 600 square, and the value of the F parallel, which we already found it out, it is nothing but the 334.57 square. So grab the calculator, put the values into it and solve it for the perpendicular component of force F. So it gives us a result of 498.06 Newton. Now the question has been solved here and your concept too. So please like, comment, subscribe and share it with your friends too. I assign you the homework. That is, we find it out the parallel component of force F and the perpendicular component of force F, the magnitude form. But we don't know its vectorial form. So this is your homework to find out the vectorial form. But how? So we know that the parallel component of force F, that is the vectorial form of the force F parallel, which is equal to the magnitude form of force F into the unit vector of DE segment. By the help of this formula, you easily find it out the vectorial form of force F parallel. And once you have the vectorial form of force F parallel and the vectorial form of force F, which you already know, so you have to subtract the vectorial form of force F with the parallel component of force F vectorial form, and you easily find it out the perpendicular component of force F vectorial form. So this is your homework to find it out. Now your question has been solved here and your concept too. So please like, comment, subscribe and share it with your friends too. Jazakallah. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz. And if you have any query, just comment me down on this video and inshallah I will reply you soon.